Ms. DeChalais? Okay.
Ready?
Ready. Here we go. Well, I'm Miss Deacon.
And I'm Miss DeChalais, but next year I will be Mrs. Cortina because I'm getting married on August 14th.
Woo! And here is a collage of photos that we've taken across the years together.
So we only have a little bit of fun together.
Just a little. We've taught together, will this be our 4th year? Yeah, 4 years.
Yep, this will be our 4th year together. I'll start with the introduction. So my name will be Mrs. Cortina. This will be my 9th year at DCS. I taught kindergarten for 5 years. I taught 2nd grade for 3 years. And this is going to be my 1st year teaching a 1st grade, 2nd grade ICOT classroom. But I'm super excited. And I'm just ready to have fun with the kids.
Woohoo! And I'm Miss Deacon. It is going to be my 5th year at DCS, my 4th year in 2nd grade, and I'm so excited. Miss DeChalais covered the rest, right?
Yeah,
other DCS friends, do you want to quickly just introduce yourselves?
I'll go. I'm Miss Macenzio. I am a speech teacher, and I will get to collaborate with Miss Deacon and Miss DeChalais next year. I have been at Discovery. Next year will be my 7th year, and I'm just looking forward to getting back to school.
Me too. How about
I'm Mr. Sincropi, and I'll be teaching performing arts, whatever way that's going to look like in the fall. Very excited to find out more about it, and see you all again. And I'm part of the Encores team because we enrich the curriculum, and you always want to come back for more.
I am, well, you two girls know me as Miss Lindstrom, but I got married this May during quarantine. So I am now Mrs. Marchand, and I teach art. And yeah, I've been at Discovery for 4 years, I think. I don't know, somewhere around there, 4 years.
I'm Miss Kastner. You ladies know me. I'm the school director. My 1st year doing that. Oh, and here's Tamir.
Hi, Tamir.
So I'm really excited.
No big deal.
So that's Miss Deacon. She's one of your teachers for next year.
We told you you'd be in our class.
We told you. You're so lucky.
Tamir was our hallway neighbor.
So do you know those teachers? Are you comfortable with those teachers?
Yeah.
Are you happy to be in their class?
Woohoo!
So,
we're happy too.
who is who's that?
There's her name right here.
So what is it? What does it say? Who is it? Miss Macenzio?
Yes.
Yay!
Your speaker's off, Miss Macenzio.
I'm so sorry. I will get to come into Miss Deacon and Miss DeChalais' class now and then next year. Don't know what the schedule is yet, but I can't wait.
Yay!
So exciting.
I've been working with Tamir through our distance learning, and he has been a rock star. He has come to every single session.
Good job. I think that just leaves us with Miss Hughes. Do you want to introduce yourself?
I don't see. Oh,
I'm Miss Hughes. I am the behavior specialist, and I will just be kind of popping in and out of the class when people want to see me, when people need some help. I'll just pop in and out.
Hey, Cinnacropi.
Hey, hey.
All right.
I can introduce myself quickly too. You can't see my face, but I'm Miss Jacobson. I know most of you. I'm the Student Services Coordinator, and I help assist any students that have an IEP or a 504.
Awesome. Thanks, friends. All right.
Do students that are on want to introduce themselves real quick?
What's your name?
You got it. Time your lunch.
Awesome.
Hi.
Hi, Sleeping Beauty.
Tell them your name.
My name is Naomi Shaw.
It is. We're excited.
Who else do we have? Deshlanice, do you want to introduce yourself? No. Okay. Well, that's Deshlanice. All right. For starting the year, we are hoping and planning to start school in September. As long as nothing changes, you know, we'll keep you updated.
Who usually starts in August?
We're starting after Labor Day this year. The kids are. We'll get more to come on that.
Okay.
This is our Dragons Care Pledge. I think most of you are already familiar from this past year. So cooperation, accountability, respect, and empathy are core principles here at Discovery. Mr.
We
Smith,
focus a
you wanna
lot
add?
on these. We feel as though they make a student, and Miss Deacon and I, we also really portray these throughout the day as well.
Big focus. All right, some logistics here. Attendance is expected every day. If your child's not going to be at school, just be sure that you call the school, and then when they return that you send a note in to excuse their absence.
We send home a family home book regarding all of this information, and we follow it for what it says. So make sure you read it.
Make sure you come to school, you know, every day you can.
Unless you're sick.
No, then don't come to school. Not this year. All right. You all are existing Discovery students, so dress code staying the same.
Miss Deacon and I, we are sticklers on the dress code. We want all of our students to come to school dressed the way that they should. And we try to have an extra set of clothes, you know, if a student isn't in dress code, but we also ask that families have extra clothes in the backpack that we can just leave in the lockers if there's, you know, if they get messy, so that they can always change and put on dress code clothes.
Miss Kastner just wrote in the chat that we're gonna get DCS cardigans.
Ooh.
That's pretty fancy.
I'm really excited about this. The details are coming soon. They're going to be navy blue, button down, and have the Discovery logo. We haven't gotten the mock-up yet, but I'm really excited about those.
That's awesome.
I'm really excited too. All right, so here's where it gets a little different. So as you know, our class is a blended classroom of first and second grade. So it will look a little bit different than a traditional first or second grade classroom. I think that all of our friends here are second graders, right? Yeah, but we will all work together. So we'll work in smaller groups, and your student will kind of work at their ability level. So the groupings will be fluid. You can move up, you can get more support, whatever you need. I want to talk about
This
that
is
more.
definitely a strength of Miss Deacon and I's. We're really great at kind of juggling and making sure that all students are moving in the right direction. So we promise that your students will make great gains this year.
It's a really cool setup. So everybody kind of is met where they're at and gets what they need, and then gets to move forward onto the next grade when they're all done. We'll have a time for questions at the end if you have any questions about this, or feel free to type them in the chat and we can answer them as we go too. It is different, but it's really cool and really special. We're super excited. So cell phone.
Cell phones. So students are not permitted to have cell phones during the school day. So if your child does bring a cell phone, we will either store it in a safe place, and then at the end of the day, we'll give it right back to them. If we do store it, we ask that they either turn it off or make sure that it's on silent so it doesn't interrupt our instruction.
So it's always been our classroom policy and DCS too that, if it's in their backpack and off when they come in, we don't even know it's there and it's not an issue. If it comes out though, that's when we're gonna keep it, in a safe, secure place and then give it back at the end of the day. Or they can choose if they want to just give it. We have a lot of kids who like to just hand it to us in the morning and we keep it safe and then they take it when they get on the bus. So better to leave it at home, but we do understand the need for security and all that. So it'll just stay in their backpack.
This is our supply list. So this year, instead of every teacher giving us supply list, we've kind of broken it down into a K through 2 supply list, and then there's a 3 through 6 supply list. I can read down the list if you want me to.
You'll get this in another form, so don't worry about memorizing it right now.
Yeah, the one thing I definitely want to say is that when it says like Crayola or Elmer's or Expo, like those are the brands that we really would like you to try to purchase for our classroom. Being experienced teachers, we've tried all different brands, and these are the brands that definitely work the best. But then like for the composition notebooks, it's whatever ones you can find. We're not too specific on that. But definitely if it does provide a brand name, we would appreciate if you would get that one for us.
It is different this year because under normal circumstances, we would share all supplies. We would, pool them all together and distribute them as needed so that everyone would have kind of a backup of whatever they couldn't get or didn't get. But since this year, we are not going to be able to share supplies, it's really important that everyone has everything they need. And, we'll do our best to make sure that we can fill in the gaps. So if there is a need and you need help getting those, let us know and we'll do what we can. But please, either way, try to be sure that your student has the supplies that are on this list so that we can be sanitary and safe and healthy all year. Okay, so a culture of high expectations. As a school, of course, we try to make sure that all of our students are held to a high expectation. And then in our specific classroom, we do the same. We lay out the expectations with the students at the beginning of the year. They help us make our classroom promises and all that. And then we really do hold them to those all the way through, and we refer back often. So I think your students will be able to recite their classroom promises by the end of the first week because we talk about them so much, but it's really important. Come to school ready to learn, right? If there's something going on at home that you think we need to know about that might affect your students' ability to focus or they're not feeling well, just let us know so that we can keep a heads up and make sure everyone is good to go. Lunch with leaders, Ms. Kastner.
Yay!
So the Family Association, Mrs. Willis, Anissa Willis, is our Family Association liaison. She is also a teacher at Discovery. If you're unfamiliar, those meetings and dates will be announced on Facebook through Remind. We're all going to continue using Remind through next year, so that'll be easy because we're all already connected. Good stuff. What else? If you want to join, let us know. Let Mrs. Willis know. Ms. Kastner, you want to talk about Lunch with Leaders?
Sure. We started it during this closure period where we just open it up where any family member can hop on specific dates. I think it's the third Wednesday of the month, and we do it at lunchtime when some people eat lunch, some people don't. When we're back in the building, we're hoping to actually meet for lunch. We're talking about Olive Garden, great, fun, delicious things like that. It's just a time for families to get to know me and other leaders in the building and to ask questions. And it's just really important to me that we have good relationships and we're able to communicate with each other. So we just sort of felt like this is a nice way for us to get to know each other, and when we can be together, enjoy some endless salad and breadsticks.
Can't wait till we can be together again.
Yeah,
Great.
the next lunch with leaders is going to be virtual. There will be a reminder on Remind and on Facebook. It's the last Wednesday of the month, and it's 12 to 1.
Awesome. Thanks, Ms. Kastner.
Mhm.
You want to talk about reopening, Ms. Ishle?
Sure. So here are some considerations for when we reopen. So we are thinking that we will have minimal classroom mixing, and students will be eating in the classroom for both breakfast and lunch. There's going to be hand sanitizer outside of each classroom. So before they enter, they will have to put hand sanitizer on their hands. We're unsure about masks at this point. As for snow days, there will be remote learning planned in the event of a snow day. So there's technically no snow days. And there's information to follow on that. And technology will be 1-to-1. So I believe that means that every student will have a piece of working technology.
Yeah. So
That's the plan.
as we alluded to in the beginning, all of the considerations and guidelines are kind of up in the air right now until we get closer and the state issues some more guidance. And then Ms. Kastner can kind of relay that information down to everybody else. And she's been doing that as soon as she finds it out, and she'll continue to do it that way. So when we know, you'll know, and then take it from there.
No, that one is his. Yours is dirty.
This is just a list of our contact information. Miss Deacon and I are very open to communication. So there's our emails as well as our cell phone. And these are our personal numbers, so you can text us or call us.
Yeah, so if you want to take a picture of that, or we can, we'll post this video so you can refer back to. We are around all the time, and anything you need, any questions you have, we are here to answer them. And that's kind of all that we really have. So if you have any questions, just let us know. Anybody have any questions or comments?
Yes, but one is yours and one is the baby's.
All right, I think then we are all set, and we will, like we said, post this online on YouTube on the Discovery channel so you can refer back.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Can't wait to
Thank
have another
you.
one of your friends in our class.
I know. And then soon to be, I know you guys are still soon to be my little son. So they gonna get you guys like back to back.
Yeah, I love it. We love it.
Yes. Thank you so much though. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you. It looks
Have a
like
good
someone
night.
else is
Good night.
trying to connect unsuccessfully here.
Oh.
That's too bad.
All right.